If you like playing mage build in Elden Ring and want some really cool build when you arrive in DLC area Shadow of the Erdtree, insane damage, cool spells and basically a lot of fun. In this video I will show you how to assemble build in early game from even level 0 to level 50 and what talismans to get to beat Mohg at level 100 and how to upgrade this build in Shadow of the Erdtree to make this unique and cool finger mage. So, if you want the right character for your mage, starting class will be Astrologist. It's the best class that will give you everything you need. Right mind, right intelligence, which is like most important stats for us, but also you can go and play maybe as Prisoner. Prisoner got pretty nice stats too, but not optimal if you're going for pure Sorcerer. And since this build not relying on sword whatsoever, I really recommend Astrologist as a starting class. And right now our character needs to get ready to go into DLC area. Therefore, let's get the best items in the starting areas. Good news, we don't need to explore whole map and travel a lot, you can get it almost from the start. Almost full build and the most important parts will be in Kalit, this red island over here. And there's two ways how you can get over there. From the Church of Marika, there's a nice teleport location on the lake right behind the church. Or you can go to the Stormhill Shack and continue away on the road to the right side of the map. And you will arrive to Kalit, you're looking for this site of grace, Ionia Swamp Shore. And we're going to this street of Sage Ruins. So, from the site of grace, just go forward, turn a little bit to the left and hack the cliffs to the left side. And just run on your horse and you will see this big tower. Cool part, we don't need to find anyone, so we can get here as like low level as you can, and we need to go inside and steal this meteorite stuff from the dude over here in the window. Then we exit this place and basically getting ourselves right in the ruins. Meteorite stuff is incredible stuff, I will explain later how powerful it is. Right now basically go and find entrance inside the ruins. In every ruins there's entrance and we can jump over here. Make sure you're on the horse all the time because the rot will accumulate and you will lose your health otherwise. And basically here we will find our spell, the Rock Sling. It's insane spell because it's doing physical damage, but for now let's get out, and if you explore a little bit of these ruins you will find set. It's not a super important set, but that's items and you can wear it. So then we go into this Celia Backstreet site of grace in Kalit again. And now just be careful and carefully go on your horse right to this tree. Here again you want to be extra careful because you will die if you drop. You want to aim to the branches and just drop down touching this branch. Now you will be completely safe, and there's 3 towers in this place. All you need to do is to light up the towers. So here's the first one, here is the second tower, and the last one will be over there, basically in the end of this town. So for now let's just get to the first tower, and towers need to be lighted up. Just go to the tower, get upstairs and light up the fire. This will open the secret gates in this town, and basically we're looking for few secret items over here. Most importantly, don't forget, after you drop in from your first tower, there's a guy on the balcony, so just do double jump on the roof nearby, get off your horse to be extra careful, and just get this another stuff, Staff of Loss. So really important stuff for us too, and then just get upstairs. So right now you can do double jumps to go through the roofs and basically come close to the wall and then double jump if you need to get higher. Like that you will easily get yourself up to the second tower and light it up. And the only thing is left is the third tower. It's right nearby, so basically on another side of the town. Be careful when you're dropping down, but you will arrive there in no time. After lighting up all towers, the town will be basically unlocked, and now all we need to do is to drop down. And as you can see, there's noon time of day right now, so there's not a lot of enemies. At night it's a little bit more dangerous if I remember correctly, but basically we're looking for this chest on the main street, and there will be Night Comet, really important and powerful spell. Then we can go to another side of the street, basically under the balcony where we got Staff of Loss, and there's Talisman, and you just need to be careful. And here, yeah, I got Talisman. Time to run, time to run. Okay, we're fine. So, then we're going back to the gate front, and let me just show you what we got here. So we got our Rock Sling spell, and we got Night Comet spell. This spells is all we need to basically defeat whole game. And funniest part, we are super early in the game. We don't even need to fight anyone before this time in the game. So the idea of the build is really simple. We got meteorite stuff in our main hand. The coolest part, the stuff boosting gravity sorceries. Staff of Loss in offhand, it will boost invisibility sorceries. Night Comet is invisibility sorcery, while Rocksling is our meteorite sorcery. I mean gravity, of course. And you know, mages got really big trouble. Some enemies is just resistant to magic. Not versus us, because the Rock Sling is physical damage spell. It's basically rocks. That's the coolest part. So basically you can adapt to any enemy you face. Now another really important part. As you can see, I got two staffs in my hands right now. And as I told you, meteorite in the main hand, while Staff of Loss in the off hand. Every staff will have scaling. And scaling means how much damage you will inflict with your sorceries. For example, this staff will have S scaling, and that's meteorite stuff. And that's insanely powerful, because you get best scaling from the start of the game. The problem, it can't be upgraded, but that's not a problem for us because we don't want to upgrade stuff, so we can upgrade stuff later that we will have. While stuff in the offhand will have its passive ready and going. So basically when you're casting spells with your meteorite stuff, it will boost damage of night invisibility sorceries too. And now let me just show you the difference in damage. So I will cast this Rock Sling from my left hand, basically upgraded only by meteorite stuff passive, but without scaling. And we're doing 275 damage. Not bad, but doing completely same spell with completely same levels from the stuff that got better scaling will do insanely more damage. You will see just 310, but that's because he got killed before the last rock hit him. It's really easy to demonstrate on this more powerful enemy. So let's aim at his body and just look at the damage. The damage is pretty nice. 400 damage, considering I got no buffs and basically no stats at all. That's pretty crazy actually. And coolest part, the spell will break enemy poise a lot and enemies will just fall down to your knees. And it's very useful, especially in the late game. So from the gate front you can make a beacon over here, but anyway you will be forced to go on the road to the Stormhill Shack site of grace. From the Stormhill Shack you can go forward to the beacon and basically stay on top of the cliff. Here you will find really nice talismans that is useful in early game, and in early game you don't have a lot of talismans, so I won't cover them in part of level 1 to level 50. Basically in this tower there will be a bunch of guys and let's just have a nice fight versus them. So we aim, we're doing some rocks, and the problem with rocks, you know, they miss sometimes. They sometimes just miss. But that's totally fine, you will have almost no problems against most enemies. Especially considering we're not using only rocks all the time. So, this guy is done, and here we are. Let's get our item. It will be Arrow Reach Talisman. A really nice talisman for bows, but it works also on our Rock Sling attack, so we will have increased attack range. That's cool. But now let's talk about our levels. And to make everything work, first of all we need to think about our intelligence. 38 is the point we need, because with 38 intelligence we will be able to use our Night Comet spell, and that will be built for level 50. Another really important part that you need to think of is spell cost. So for example, Night Comet will use 21 FP to cast, and Meteorite Sling or Rock Sling will use 18 FP. So this means your mind should be at 17 points. It won't matter will you have more or less points, because with 17 your mana, basically your FP, will align and can be divided by your highest spell cost. With 17 points you will be able to cast 5 times. You can actually dump these points if you want, but again, I like to start with 17 or 21. Another stat that you will need to have 13 dexterity, just to be able to level up yourself faster. And if you haven't watched, just watch my videos on how to level up especially fast in Elden Ring. Links as always in the description, but it won't take a lot of levels to get 13 dexterity on most characters, so this build will work for any starting class, Basically, you just try to keep your guidelines as you see on the screen right now, and that's it. Because right now I'm showing this not on Astrologist, of course, but on Wretch, who got 10 stats from the start of the game in each category. And last but not least is Vigor, because again, if you take damage and you die in one hit, you won't be able to hit enemies with your magic spells. That's why Vigor is a nice start to have at least at 21 at level 50. That's a nice sweet spot, considering we're not coming close to our enemies and attacking from the distance. And basically that's the stats you're looking for at level 50. 21 Vigor, 17 Mind, 13 Dexterity and 38 Intelligence. Probably most important stuff for you right now is to not mess up which hand you're using for cast. Make sure you're always shooting with the right hand, because with R1 button you will do a lot more damage with meteorite stuff. I missed a lot of times when I think to like why I'm not doing a lot of damage, and that's because I cast it with the left hand. And right now with the range talisman, with arrow talisman, look, enemies just can't understand where the treat is. They just can't understand where am I right now, and it's easy to clear enemies from the distance. It's really safe, really powerful build for early game. But in dungeons or in the close distance, you want to switch to the Night Comet, because it's a lot more powerful spell for you, considering S scaling, more powerful spell at base, and just look at the damage, that's just crazy. And that's actually not it. The most broken part of Night Comet is enemies just can't evade it. It's kinda invisible and they won't roll. So to showcase build, let's fight Margit right now. I will use Night Comet, and basically I got no buffs at all, we're just running forward and fighting versus this guy. So my wondrous physique got only additional stamina, and that's it. And we're just fighting. You can even be even more stronger with better wondrous physique, but here you don't need any armor, just these two stuffs. As you can see, it's like 3 shots for bringing him down to the half HP. We can evade backwards, we don't need to stand close, and basically he's done. As you can see, he can't evade our attacks, it's really easy. And Margit, sorry, but you got destroyed by this level 50 build. And guys, if you think it's broken, look at this. So here right now we will have build at level 100, so it's kinda mid-game-ish, late-game-ish build that will carry you through the whole game, and we will cover talismans right now finally. But first of all, let's talk about our armor, and I really recommend getting this Twin Sage Glintstone crown. It's pretty nice crown that will give you bonus intelligence. This will give us ability to hit hard cap of intelligence faster. Also, it looks pretty funny and really nice in my opinion. Also, let's finally talk about wondrous physique, because you will kill some enemies and you will get bunch of cracked tears. So we're looking of course for magic shrouding cracked tears that will increase power of our magics. Then you can go for Opaline Heart Tear for better defense, or you can go for something like intelligence, not crystal tear, to hit hard caps faster. That's what I'm going to do right now. With this awesome Glintstone crown and wondrous physique, we will have already plus 16 intelligence. That's pretty cool, considering we're looking for number 52, because 52 is the number of intelligence required to wear Lusat's Glintstone stuff. Be careful, because you need to upgrade this stuff at least to plus 5, so it will be better than meteorite stuff. And at first glance it got no passives, but if you look carefully it will enhance power of all sorceries but consume additional FP. Still, it's insanely useful against bosses, but not very useful against mini enemies. So against basic enemies just switch and use meteorite stuff as always. But against bosses we will use Lusat's Glintstone stuff for incredible power. So before we're going into attribute section, let's quickly touch armor again. So armor is completely cosmetic. You can pick whatever armor you like, but you can have additional endurance when you are allocating your attributes and have stronger armors. That is really nice and powerful and will give you protection, not as much as these trousers on Kratos, but do whatever you like. And funny stuff, our 38 intelligence that we got right now is more than enough to inflict damage and being able to use Ulutsat's Glintstone stuff. So if you're feeling that you've been killed a lot, just go and get your vigor up first. But if you're looking for damage, then definitely go for intelligence. So vigor should be around 30 points. It will give us 1k HP, which is more than enough to survive a lot of attacks, especially if you will get some better armors. Considering Lusat's Glintstone stuff will a little bit more FP from your spells, I recommend getting your mind up to like 21-22 points. Funnily enough, it doesn't mean you will be able to actually cast these 5 spells, because you need more stamina. That's why some points in endurance is also advised, so you can wear better armor and also cast more spells in one sequence. And then just go all in on intelligence, just get as much intelligence as you possibly can and stop at 64. With all buffs you will hit hard cap of 80, and you don't want to go over 80 of intelligence. And look here, without changing almost anything, just leveling a little bit, we will do already 800 damage with Night Comet. That's pretty crazy. But just look over here what you can achieve in few minutes. Yeah, 2.6k. That's insanely crazy how much damage you can do without even leveling or doing a lot of crazy stuff. You will be insane powerhouse mage just by getting all the right items and buffs, and it's really easy to do. So, first of all, before the fight you want to buff yourself with Golden Wow. It will be used as Ash of War from the dagger, so we can't afford ourselves high face right now, and we will use it as Ash of War. Even like that, damage will be pretty nice, but we can increase it even more with this simple spell, Terra Magica. You draw a circle on the ground, and while standing in the zone, our damage will be really nice. Damage is really powerful, and we get around 20-30% of additional damage to our spells. We don't need to rely on it a lot of time, especially against basic enemies. It will be used mostly against bosses. So let's find out normal attack. Basically it will do around 1.1k. That's pretty good in my opinion to destroy basically whole game already. But we can buff ourselves even more with Wondrous Physique, with extra intelligence and extra magic penetration, and we're not wearing even Lusat's Glintstone stuff right now. So with full gear, look at the damage now, it's 1.7k. That's pretty crazy damage, and that's the damage in this normal mode basically. And after you get with this build to DLC, you can make it even more powerful with special DLC buffs. But stuff that gives us even more power is talismans. So again, we're still using Arrow Reach Talisman when we're using our Rock Sling attack. It will be used a lot in the normal game, not in DLC, but you can swap it for some protective talismans if you wish, because Graven's cool talisman and Graven Mask talisman is stacking basically, so it's kinda same talisman, but they stack, and they will increase power of all sorceries. And our Night Comet is the main sorcery we will use, and another stuff that will increase power of sorceries is Magic Scorpion Charm, of course. So that's basically how it looks against bosses in the normal game. Always buff yourself with dagger, drink Wondrous Physique, get your Lusat's Glintstone stuff in your hands, and then just go to boss area. If you're fighting against bosses who is protected from magic attacks, you will just feel it that you're not doing enough damage. You can change your left staff to meteorite staff. So basically, if you lose to boss and you think you're doing almost no damage, then just change staff in your left hand and go with Lusat staff and meteorite staff and attack with your rock sling. So that's basically the idea. Now let's find out how he can basically survive our attacks. By Terra Magica circle we doing 2 attacks and he was already almost done, and all we need to do right now is to just drink some potions and basically goodbye Godrick. Let me come close to him, await his flame, and the bro is done. Oh no, one more attack. Who cares, who cares? The build is pretty broken. The only stuff I can advise you is to go straight to War Master Shock. That's really important stuff to make us insanely OP. So here, just buff yourself and attack this pure trader. He is not really easy target, he got around 2k HP, but you're shooting for more than 2k damage, and that's completely fine. He drops best armor set in the game you can possibly get, and that's actually top 2 armor set, I guess. And you can get it from the start of the game basically, which is insanely broken stuff, especially if you want to go straight into DLC area, because to go into DLC you need to defeat one of the hardest bosses in the game, Mohg. And can this build already at level 100 defeat Mohg? Honestly, I don't know. That's what we will find out right now. Actually, I got another video, link in the description, and I show in kinda same build but with some fixes that will help you defeat Mohg in just one single button press. But let's find out, do you actually need this build or you can go with this one. So, the only problem, we will have fat rolls as you can see, but that's not a problem, so I will use my Mimic tier and let's just prepare for the fight. We are level 100, I remind you, buffing myself, getting the stuff, and now let's do it. So, probably that's not the best damage spell, let's go with magic like Night Comet, come on. So you see this circle around me, when there will be 3 circles it's most dangerous part, but right now we got only 2 circles and he is already at the half HP. And yeah, we're fine, so... Oh no, he's doing this spell, I need to just drink potions between his attacks and we will be completely fine. So yeah, that's how we fight Mohg. He will reset his health a little bit, do more damage, because he used blood loss, but come on. Come on, we're fine. Okay, let's break his poise. And his poise is broken. Great, now it's time to finish. And he's done. Yeah. So, basically, as you can see, we can go through the Mohg pretty easily. Maybe you will need a few tries, but it's really possible. So we're ready to go straight into the shadow of the RT area, and I will show you insane cool new mage builds that you can assemble here in the DLC area, and that's insanely cool and stylish build, as cool as my frog. But let's get on the horse and go straight to the place we need. Cool part, we don't need to grind here a lot. And the first site of grace we want to go to is Castle Front. So basically, from the start of the game, go to the main road, up top to the 3 past cross, and then turn to the right, cross the bridge, and you will be here in the castle front. From this place you can go and clear the whole castle as I'm showing right now, and you will need to defeat Rellana to go into the next area of this DLC. But there's another part how you can get here. Basically, you can skip a wall castle by going to the right side and dropping down the cliffs in the ravine, going forward, hugging left side, and there will be jumping spots that you need to unlock by kicking white doors. You will get into this castle, and by exiting the castle you will get into the same area. But the site of grace we are looking for right now is this Moor village. So here you want to basically see this arc, you know, this building in the ground, and go forward. So, oh my god, zombies. By going forward, you just go and look for another building in the ground and go straight over here. So, there's multiple ways how you can go down. I like to just hop on horse in this place and then drop down and use jump in another direction. This will help me go into this rock. Therefore, we safely descended over here, and now we need to go straight down there, right to the bottom of this place. Then we climb the ladder and we will find ourselves in Bonnie village. So from this place we can explore, but we want to go and cross this bridge and go follow the main road until the road will go to the right and left side. We want to go to the left side, right over here. Cathedral of Manus Meteor. So that's the cathedral, and Manus Meteor, or another guy, is basically sitting right in front of the cathedral, right in the middle. And that's the guy we're looking for. So he is funny, cool, and nice dude. He will give you quest, and you need to actually finish his quest line. Quest line is not too hard because you will get map and basically know where you need to go. But I got complete quest line breakdown and how to beat it in this video, link in the description. Also, by exhausting dialogue options you will unlock shop and can buy sorceries from him. But after finishing quest line you will get his armor. This armor is pretty cool, and basically this armor is not what you're looking for. You're looking for to go and alter this armor at the site of grace and get finger robes. This will increase power of finger sorceries and also looking just insane. Fingers everywhere. Another armor that you can get in DLC area is Rakshasa set. You're seeing it on me right now. Head, hands and foot armor. Each part of this set will increase your damage output by 2% and you will take 2% more damage. But overall that's a nice exchange, and we're still using Lusa's Glintstone stuff in the main hand. But in the off hand, right now we're changing to complete completely different stuff. And that's the stuff we are looking for to get in DLC. Really weird stuff, it requires 21 arcane, and you don't want to have arcane when you're wearing this stuff. And basically, you don't even need to upgrade this one. It will be in your offhand, you won't fire any sorcerers with this. And that's the mage we are transforming into. So we will use Glintstone Nails, which is kinda multiple Glintstone Nail, fleeting microcosm, and also cherishing fingers. All the spells is finger spells, and they will be insanely powerful with our build, with our armor and weapon build, of course. And again, coolest part, basically you get all the build from the one single guy. Let's talk about talismans, and they again will be completely the same. So you can use, for example, ritual sword talisman that will give you more damage when you're at full health, but also there's another options. For example, you can go with something like defensive talisman, like Dragon Crest shield, but to make everything work, we need correct attribute points. So that's how I built my character in DLC area. I need around 50 points in vigor just to be able to survive a lot of damage, and honestly you don't need any more most of the time. 60 is the hardest cap you want to go for. By going over 60 vigor in just 20 points, for example, you will get only additional 100 health. That's just 10%, that's definitely not worth 20 levels. The second attribute is mind. So mind can stay the same, or you can level it a little bit. Actually, considering we are right now at level 200, I got some spare points and can spend them in mind, but endurance will stay at 22. That's the sweet spot if you're looking for my exact build with my exact weapons and armors. But after hitting level 100 and leveling further, make sure to level up your strength up to 16 and dexterity up to 14. That's really important stats, but why I will explain a little bit later. For now, let's talk about intelligence, and we want to forget our intelligence, not crystal tier, our armors that giving us intelligence, so we want to hit this cap of 80 intelligence, that's more than enough. And then you finally can go and spend everything into mind. That's how our build will look at level 150. If you will be high level, or you're speccing your high level character into this build, basically you can get more vigor, for example, for a little bit more health, but don't go over 60. Because again, it's basically useless, but what is not really useless right now is mind. Yeah, being able to cast more spells is really beneficial for you to being able to deal with really strong and big bosses. Mind will work kinda as vigor, so you can keep it at 60, but what the magic number I found is something around 42. That's what I really like to keep my mind at. And basically I spent all my points into intelligence. You don't need to do it, you can go for high endurance, for better armor, or whatever you like. But I found that going over 80 intelligence in the later stages of the game gives us a lot of benefits, because damage is compounding. And look at our damage right now. So let's go and just check this DLC damage. That's pretty crazy in my opinion. We're basically one-shotting most of the enemies in the DLC, and yeah, it's just fun. I like this magic. Basically we're raising our skipper and shooting fingers that throwing our enemies left and right, destroying them. How to use multiple fingers right now. So this multiple fingers can be casted like this in basically a random area, and they will try to find the target. But the better way to go with this Glintstone Nails is to actually focus down on the target, and they will go focus him down. That's insanely powerful stuff, because it's like multiple nails at the same time. They're doing pretty nice damage. It doesn't mean they a lot stronger than single nail, so in my experience basically it's more beneficial to just go and cast single nail most of the time, but this will do a little bit more damage if all nails will hit the target. That's one of the main stuff that you need to learn when using the spells. Basically always use this auto target. Basically just always lock on your target or you will miss. Now let's try another spell. So this is I call it like Black Moon. It's kinda black hole actually, and it's doing 2 instances of damage. That's pretty nice stuff. So while single instance damage is not crazy, but 2 instances is nice damage, and also you don't need to aim a lot. The stuff that I like about the spell most, it will push enemies left and right, and that's really nice to push them away from you most of the time. And that's the finger spell. So, finger spell is really tricky, you need to learn how to use it, you need to be careful, and that's why I like to have medium roll when doing this build, so we can evade enemies and then cast these fingers. So basically we're doing fingers, it's attacking multiple enemies around you, you need to be pretty close to enemies, and as far as I know they will protect you a little bit from range attacks, if I recall correctly, but I'm just using them for fun most of the time. Just, you know, be careful when you're using this stuff. And I promised to explain why we need 16 strength. That's because I want to use this big spear. It's commander standard best over buff in the game. And while it states you need 24 strength to use it, actually you can go and use it in 2 hands. This will reduce strength requirement and you can use this Ash of War. It's over a buff, this means you can combine it with other buffs. For example, boiled crab from the main game that will give you more armor. Just eat this piece of crab and basically you are protected right now and you don't fear to take some damage. Also, I'm using Baldurs Physique with Blood-Sucking Cricketeer and Magic Shrouding Cricketeer, and right now let's go and check this damage of our fingers. Oops, rolling button, and that's the damage. Pretty nice. And as you can see, I can charge it. Yeah, just like that, we're doing really nice damage and we are tanky, so we can definitely go into the melee range and attack. If you're going for full damage build, get rid of Ritual Sword Talisman and we can charge it for God-free icon, because all our spells is chargeable. And just take a look. Oh, again, wrong button. Yeah, just single finger. Oh my god. And that's what I actually like about this build. We got really nice and cool thematic spells. Basically a lot of different spells that using our finger magic all looks like white, same, white and black, you know, stylish armor, and that's pretty fun to use. Again, reminding you, if you're going for full damage, that's a mix in Baldurs Physique, Magic Shrouding and Blood-Sucking Cricketeer, but Blood-Sucking Cricketeer will eat a little bit of your health, so make sure you're using nothing but God-free icon, for example. Now, just for showcasing you, just look here. Basically that's normal attack, and it's just around 3k damage. This is charge attacks. And that's already 5.2k with God-free icon. But if I take this out, it will be down to 4.6k. That's why God-free icon is so good on this build and on these spells especially. And for example, Magic Scorpion Charm that will increase our magic damage and will make us take more damage. There's another really nice talisman in DLC that will also make you take more damage. It's Beloved Stardust. It will make you take more damage, but will shorten your casting speed time. I actually tested this and that's what I found. Basically, I don't see any difference in our casting, so let's probably just go and test it one by one. So that's 2 footage with and without, and I don't see any difference. That's why I think it doesn't work on these spells at least. And now I'm preparing for fight with boss. I'm using Commander Standard for aura buff, drinking Baldurs Physique, eating body buff if needed, and going in. And enjoy how I'm fighting 3 bosses in DLC. Small, standard, and the big one. Okay, I guess I will charge him. Oh, interesting. Is this new move? 5.2k, bro. Oh, multiple stones just destroying him. Oh my god, he can be destroyed with just 3 attacks. Oh, what are you trying to do, bro? Okay, that's normal attack, I know this. And he hit my fingers. Yeah, fingers is just 3k. But he pushed away, that's cool. Single finger. How good is single finger? Oh. Single finger is not too good if he can evade attacks. And that's my favorite. Yeah, look. Sorry. We need to take a little bit of distance. Preparation, and now let's get away. And this sphere will finish him off. That's funny. Okay, let's fight Rellana right now. It's Commander Standard, best buff in the game, bonus damage, bonus protection, more protection with the crab, and let's do it. I guess I will summon my Mimic Tier, because I really advise you to use Mimic Tier when you're playing as Mage. Okay, okay, okay. Go away. Am I medium? Yeah, I'm fine. Okay. Oh. Now she's busy with my Mimic Tier, and now we can use our black holes. Look, they kind of stack up. So basically we're doing 2 booms and then 1 more on top. Oh, she got away. So this black hole not working against fast enemies. And oh, she can't even hit me with this sword. I'm too far away. The range is really nice on these nails. And I like how they trying to find the target. You don't even like need to hit. They can hit afterwards. Oh, whoa, whoa. Okay. That's why I like medium rolls. And come on, hit the target. Yeah, they kinda auto-aim a target and she's done. Like this build is... Whoa, come on. Okay, finally. This build is cool. I don't know, I'm enjoying this type of mage. It's looking pretty cool. So, dragon. Let's find out. And they not kinda shrinking him through. I hoped they will do multiple instances of damage. At least I saw it. But let's use this stuff. And it's not hitting him multiple times. I mean, not hitting multiple parts. But again, it's pretty nice damage. Okay, can I wait? Yay. Not bad. And let's do more Dark Moons. Where's the damage? Come on! Charged Moon. Oh, that's a nice damage. Also, it's fun that we can use these nails from the horse, so we can do horse fights. And also don't forget to charge them. Oh, not enough distance. Oh, yay. Range is actually pretty good. Okay, let's do it. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. He's pretty crazy. Oh, no. Let's finish him with fingers. Come on, who need like this crazy stuff? Maybe we need some crazy stuff. This fingers is useless, but if you want to be cool and fun, come on, fingers is cool and work too. Can do some damage. But he escaped. Let's finish him with normal finger. Oh, no, no, no. Let's go with Glintstone Nails. Okay, and he's done. Oh, not enough range. Come on, now he is done. Oh, jeez. Am I done? No, he is done. I hope you enjoyed this awesome video and you will have blast trying this build in your playthrough of Elden Ring. Make sure to watch other cool videos on the screen right now and subscribe for more.